What's up, everybody? This is Nick from thegameraccess.com bringing you another video. And today I want to talk about, does Home need to be foreclosed? Now, Home updated today, and I'll admit, it's a pretty good update. They added the Buzz Home space, they added the Fight Night Round 4 space, the Namco, although you have to buy it to play the games, it's like 10 bucks, although there's a trial on the PlayStation Store. They also redid the mall a little bit and added a couple new items. So it was a pretty good update, don't get me wrong. But what I want to talk about is Home is bringing a lot of content. Do not get me wrong. I mean, every week, like almost every week, every other week, there's a new space coming out. They're doing something. So it's pretty nice every week being able to go on Home, check out a new space. But the problem is that you go in there, you try these spaces, you play the game if it even has one, and you're done with it. I mean, honestly, I'm in Home probably 10, 15 minutes a week, and that's just to check out the spaces. Like the infamous space, I was like, okay, cool. I'll go play the game. I did the graffiti thing, and I never came back to it. I mean, there's content, but what does Home really need? Now, that's something else I want to talk about. Home was announced about a little over 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, and they promised all these features that would be there 2 years ago, like the trophy room. We have yet to see that. That'd be something that encouraged people to get trophies. The video sharing. Now, I know they've had copyright issues, but I'm sure they can work that out somehow. I mean, look at Netflix. On the 360, you can have, like, I think it was 5 people watching the movie at the same time. Now, I know they might have to charge a fee, but just at least put it in there. They had the music sharing. Now, there should be no reason you should not be able to walk around Home listening to your own music. Even if you can't share it, you should still be able to walk around and listen to your music off your hard drive. If no one hears it, there's no copyright laws there. There's none at all. And then copyright once again with the music sharing. I think they could work that out, but I'm not too sure. But there's a whole lot of stuff they need to do at Home. I mean, they add spaces, that's cool, but I'm talking about they need to add features. They need to have, like, I saw something where someone said that we need to have game launches for every game, and the guy said that, oh, that's up to developers for the game to implement. It's like, that's the problem with Sony and the PlayStation right now. That's the problem with the trophies at the beginning and some of these features. The difference between how Sony and Microsoft work with these developers, Microsoft says you must do this, this, and this before you can even publish your game. Sony's like, okay, here's features you can use. They're optional. You don't have to use them. That's the problem. That's why not every Sony game has a party system. That's why before not every game had trophies, because Sony's just like this. Now trophies are they aren't optional anymore. They're required. But I'm talking about the beginning. Sony should just be like, okay, you must do this, you must do this, you must do this, like Microsoft. But anyway, back to Home. I mean, they add spaces, that's cool, but they need to add features. I mean, what's going to keep me coming back to Home? I go to Home, I check out a new space, I leave. Next week, I do the exact same thing. They need to add something that encourages people to go in there every day. Because, okay, let's say they do something where they have like a daily video, like a daily movie or whatever. They have the movie theater, but they show trailers and stuff. What if they're to do something like every night or whatever at a certain time they do a movie and charge a couple dollars, like maybe charge $1 or $2. It doesn't even have to be a new movie. It could be like a movie that's been on DVD 2 or 3 years and charge 99 cents, $2 to watch the movie. I mean, I don't see a problem with that. That earns Sony money and that earns the people that are doing the movies money. That's the problem. The trophy room, like I stated before, if I can actually go into my trophy room, actually see like a 3D version of the trophy, and other people can see them, that might make me want to earn more trophies, because right now trophies doesn't do anything for me. And then they added this Buzz home space, and I don't know what they're planning to do with that. Now, if something that would keep me coming back to Home just for the Buzz space is if they did something similar to like 1 versus 100 on the 360, to where you get a certain amount of points and you get credit in your PSN account. I think that's really cool, because on Xbox Live they do that with 1 versus 100, although you gotta wait a while. But it's stuff like that. It's not just bringing spaces over and over and over again is not going to keep me, along with many other people, going back into Home. Because Home is a really good idea. Like, when I say it should be foreclosed, I mean, what they're doing with the Home right now is, in my opinion, a waste. That's just my opinion. Call me a fanboy if you want to, but in my opinion, it's a waste because you got this great service, but you aren't using it well. You're putting content out there, but you're not putting features that everyone wants. Just that's like adding levels to like a bad game. Just because you add levels to a bad game doesn't mean I'm gonna go back and play it. I might go check it out for 5 minutes and then leave. So that's just what I think. And I mean, if they aren't going to put features into it, I personally think that they should, in my opinion, just scrap it because they could spend more resources and time and money instead of putting it on home. They can spend all that time and money on the PlayStation Network because you have two divisions right now. You got a whole team working on home instead of the PlayStation Network right now, even though it is part of the network. If there probably wasn't a home, they could be spending time in the in-game, the cross-game chat that everyone wants. The universal party system, which I want more than anything. That way, for games like Killzone 2 that don't even have a party system. But that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that in my opinion, if they aren't going to do anything like add features, which I know they might be coming with, but come on, Home's been in beta, and people, that's why I also don't get. People say, oh, it's just a beta. It's been a beta for 2 years. They promised these features 2 years ago, and they're still not here. That's the problem. If they would have not said anything and said, okay, we're just going to do this and do that, that wouldn't be a problem. But the fact that they said 2 years ago, you're going to be able to do this, you're going to be able to do that. 2 years later, we still don't have it. The picture frames we just got. That was announced 2 years ago. We just got the picture frames. Now, this is just my opinion. Main reason I did this video is to see what you guys think. Like, what's going to keep you coming back to home? Are these content spaces just going to keep you going back to home? And I'm not talking about going back 5 minutes a week. I'm saying going in there every day and enjoying yourself at home. So I just want to get your guys' opinion on this. I mean, it's just opinion. So I know people are going to disagree with me. There might be people that agree with me. I'm just putting my opinion out there about PlayStation Home. So thank you for watching my video and check back tomorrow for the next one. Peace.